Hey you guys, welcome back. All right, we're gonna touch on the topic of starches versus sugars for weight loss. Which one am I going to vote for? I'm going to vote for the sugar, okay? That's just the honest truth. Sugar is going to have you lose weight faster than the starches. And yes, your starch is gonna digest into sugar. However, the operative word there being digestion, okay? So when I say sugar, I'm talking about fruits, okay? Fruits and vegetables. And the name of the game, one of the name of the games in the weight loss path is the quicker your digestion and the easier your digestion is, the faster your weight loss is going to be. And your starches require digestion, okay? So they're a slow form. They're a much slower, steadier form of carbohydrates than your simple sugars. Starches are foundational to building society, okay? If you look at the rural Chinese, if you even look into slave history, African slave history, starch was a mainstay of the diet. Starch was a mainstay of the slave's diet. And that's because you needed that steady burning carbohydrate in order to fuel the hard worker. All right, so desk jobs were not a thing. The sedentary lifestyle that we're living is relatively recent, and I mean less than 100 years. I mean probably not even 50 years. So I see a lot of people making comparisons between people of the past that ate starch, and what they're not wanting to acknowledge is that these people were working. They were working with their hands, okay? And I'm not saying that these people were killing themselves with work, but they certainly weren't sitting around. When you see people that lose weight with starch, their weight loss is usually slower, and they usually have to accommodate it as well with a little bit more activity, because that's just the way it works with starches, okay? Now, I'm not implying that starches are going to make you gain weight. Starches really aren't a weight gainer. Starches are a stabilizer. They've been a stabilizer throughout history and in society. They are a stabilizer. They're usually meant for the hard worker or for the person that's going to be more active. Active people usually tend to incorporate starches because, again, the way the fuel burns, it's a slower input of the fuel and they're burning it off. So if you want to go for quicker weight loss and you're not very active, I would vote for the fruits via the sugars via the fruits and the vegetables. Okay, that's just my vote. That's just the truth as I know it. Okay, so I hope that helps someone. Bye.